What innocent item gets suspicious if you own too much of it? I saw a Tifu post about a guy who bought a bunch of pressure cookers on sale to give to friends as gifts. Turned out that set off some anti-terrorism flags. So I'm gonna go with pressure cookers. I mean, I understand the CT flag. They got super paranoid about it immediately after the Boston bombing. Friend got called into our because he was looking at them during his lunch break. He was looking at them for a wedding present. Oh man. In the months after Boston bombing, it became impossible to own or operate a pressure cooker without being looked at suspiciously. Indians are prolific users of pressure cookers, and for us it's great for one-pot dishes. You can even transport food in it after cooking cause it's spill-proof, then reheat at destination and serve directly out of it. I got a few suspicious glances from people who saw me carrying it. But never had the law called on me. I would not want to be a brown person transporting a pressure cooker in the months after the Boston bombing. My mom used to do the same thing whenever we went to family for dinner. We're Cuban and also used it a ton. She literally owned a dozen pressure cookers, hoarding mentality, and inherited several from family, until we forced her to throw the majority of them away. Haha, I had about 4 or 5 due to same reasons. I gave them away when I moved after university. Now I have my own home and family, I think we have 5 or 6. Never too sure. Cough syrup. Ah yes mom, I have 30 bottles of Tussin for my chronic cough, don't judge. Broken leg? Just rub the Tussin on it. And when the Tussin runs out, just throw some water in the bottle and shake it up, mo Tussin. Clocks. Either all exactly synced or all way off. I saw what I would describe as a suspicious amount of peanut butter in the bed of a truck once. I think 2 or 3 12-pack cases. Preppers like it because it lasts a long time, is calorie dense, and has lots of protein. Edit, okay, so it's not great for protein but it's still pretty dense energy, lasts a long time, and goes well with lots of other bland foods. Edit 2, so now people are telling me that it does have lots of protein and I don't know who to believe. You guys can duke that out. I love having lots of peanut butter and lots of honey. Both have many uses and stay good for a long time. I don't think honey ever expires. Honey does not expire. There's so much sugar that any microbes that try to feed off of the honey get their water sucked out of them from osmosis. It's great. It never expires, acts as a disinfectant, very messy though, and can act as a seal for other foods. Edit, as others have pointed out, it must be real honey. Not fake honey. Imagines his bear-shaped bottle of honey standing up and barking and clapping in hopes of getting some sardines. Not that kind of seal, but I laughed way too much. Drain cleaner. Pictures of a person. But it's okay if the person is Nick Cage. I have a sequin pillow that looks solid red, but when you wipe all the sequins the other way it's Nick Cage's face. Edit, further down I link the one I have. Y'all act like I got it from some hidden dealer of antiquities in Mogwai or something, just search Amazon my dudes. What a beautiful pillow. Cardboard cutouts. You have one cardboard cutout and it's a novelty decoration, but you have a room full of them and it gets a little weird. Perfect for when your parents accidentally leave you home for the holidays, and you need to make it look like you're having a party to deter burglars. Kevin. Toilet paper, you hoarding ducks. I needed TP and paper towel today in the regular course of me running out of such things. I felt like I was getting judgmental looks walking home with a regular-sized pack of each. Just feel lucky you were able to find any. I'm down to 2 rolls and all the supermarkets here are out. Try Walgreens or CVS. That's where I got mine yesterday. A lot of people don't think to check there. I found success at a gas station. Nobody thinks to buy toilet paper at the gas station. Home Depot near me still had some when the usually places were all out. I worked at a pool supply store. They sell an extra strong peroxide as an alternative to chlorine. I'd why, but we had to report large purchases to the FBI. Reported this guy after we used his customer info to search his address on Google Earth. It was rural and had a few different outbuildings. Seemed sketchy. FBI got back to us a few weeks later. He was using the chemical to clean animal skulls he bought from a slaughterhouse. Then he carved the skulls and sold them. The FBI lady said he showed her his whole process, and it was pretty impressive. I've never thought of using peroxide to clean my skulls. Till I guess. Edit, why is this so popular? They're already dead and sorta clean when I snag em. Bleach. Can I have 12 bottles of bleach, please? Faisal, why's she got her hands on her face? 'Cause she's got a beard. Kidneys. 2 is enough, 3 or more is going to raise some questions. Edit, thank you for the pie slices. Also could be genetics. Went to school with a girl that had 4 full working kidneys. She didn't find out till she had to get a scan for some reason. 10 years later, she still got the 4 kidneys. Edit, my inbox blew up cause of this comment. Lol, I don't know much about her tbh cause she was a friend of a friend. Here are some answers though. Yes, she can donate her kidneys as they're working, but she has blood disease that makes it risky, maybe hemophilia. So it would only be for an emergency. It's too risky for her to go under surgery. She doesn't have any issues besides having to get checked yearly to make sure all kidneys are working well and they haven't shifted. There is a risk of her renal tubes getting tangled inside her, but it's a low risk as far as I know. She's doing well still. I still follow her on the Book of Faces. Haven't talked to her in years and was never her friend, so I pretty much lost contact. Edit 2. Superpower wise, she is more resistant to toxins processed by the kidneys, but has a higher risk of kidney stones. I guess her pee is extra clean cause of it though. Lol. I went to school with a kid that ruptured his spleen getting tackled in a football game. He went to the hospital where he found out he had a second spleen. Joke's on you, I have an extra. Tampons. A guy we know hoards them because he thinks if the government collapses they will become a hot commodity that he can use to trade. Him talking a shed full of boxes. All kinds. Unbeknownst to him, menstrual cups exist. And rags. Edit, well, this blew up? Hess an odd bird. There is also a shed full with bins of socks. He wears them once, tosses them in a Rubbermaid bin, and once filled it gets placed in the shed. People have suggested donating them, but he says he doesn't want others to have access to his DNA. Mental illness is real. He picked a strange tampon-covered hill to die on. Children. Depends if they are your own or someone else's children. Well, they're mine now. FBI has joined the chat. MI5 has entered the room. Freezers. Not if you have a farm. 3 freezers and 2 big fridges. Where else would you put all the meat? Cook them all and store them in my belly. I would say scissors, but that would be self-incriminating. So single socks. If they are the same type, does it matter? Is there a difference between left and right socks? Dolls. My grandma used to have about 70 porcelain dolls, old creepy ones. God bless her, but when she passed we donated them to the dump. As creepy as they are, those may have been worth finding a collector for. Currently, the most expensive porcelain doll ever sold was a bisque doll sold by their Rialts for $300,000 in 2014. That's like 10 toilet paper rolls. Ah yes, toilette, the French TP. I assume it's expensive because it's fancy. Toilet paper. Okay, seriously. Does anyone know why toilet paper, specifically, is the one item everyone is hoarding like their lives depend on it? Of all things. I don't understand. Why? Lube. You can buy a 50-gallon barrel on Amazon. One day I'm gonna make a really long slip end slide, submerge myself in the barrel, and slide. Edit, thanks for the awards, kind strangers. And they say the American dream is dead. Mirrors for sure. I've been in an elderly person's house where there was literally too many of them to count, and it just feels weird. My mom has over 40 mirrors. I didn't really notice it but a year ago when me and some buddies helped my parents move. They kept on joking about it. Oh, here's yet another mirrors. Are your parents worried about vampires or just vain? Oh God. I didn't notice how many mirrors my mom kept in the house until I was a teenager with acne all over my face.